Sam, am I even coming through that speaker back there on guitar? Am I even coming through the speaker on that over there? There's no wings. I hit her mouth. She gave me a kiss. I never known love like this. I never known love like this. I was 10 years old. Hold on, what is going on today? New set of strings.
Check, I'm in the room. Okay, thank you.
New set of strings, so it's like things aren't happy. There we go.
Do I need my mic? Oh, there we go. Hey, hello out there in YouTube land. Thank you for being with us today. I'm Reverend Penny Honey. It's a joy to share your Sunday morning with us, and thank you for that. Be sure and check us out on www.unityofflagstaff.org. We could find out what's going on here at the community. Thank you again for being with us. And at www.unityofflagstaff.org, you can also donate there, and we appreciate your ongoing support. Today, we are talking about luck. Yeah, so you feeling lucky? So let's have a conversation about that today. Blessings, my friends.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, just a little in mind. Wrong song. Hold on. So, good morning, everyone. Penny prints these wonderful roadmaps of what we're doing, and I promptly don't pay attention to them or know what's going on. I was realizing my prelude song was supposed to be something different. I think we actually had a plan of what it was supposed to be. No. We do. Okay. I should look at it before things start. So please stand as you are able. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Out there in the dark, out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. As a light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, gonna let it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, so you can go it out if you want. Ain't nobody gonna it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Ain't nobody gonna f it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Ain't nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Say good morning to each other. I'm too loud.
So, good morning as we find our way to our seats slowly. I know we're all so wonderfully happy to see each other. All right. Brothers and sisters of unity, as we find our way to our seats, we'll start moving so we get out of here before 12:30 today. I'm just kidding. All right, so as having grown up out here in Flagstaff the vast majority of my life, I realized, because last week you all had my dear friend Bernice Lewis play some music for you. Yeah, she's great. She's absolutely, and we actually met here at Unity through kind of a chance encounter. And so she has lots of songs about her love of the Southwest. And it's funny because I grew up out here and have very little songs about that. And so I realize it's something I have to do. And I realize when I'm traveling a whole bunch and I'm either out south or in Texas, I start missing everything we have here. So this is a little song about that. It might be a little rock and roll for a Sunday morning, but I got the radio up and the windows down. I got brand new rubber rolling on the ground. Going back where people know my name. In the land of drought, in the land of flames. I need a red dirt and a painted sky. A place to live and a place to die. When I'm gone too long, I can feel it in my chest. Gotta get back where I belong, where my soul can find some rest. I'm heading out west. I'm heading out west. I need a mountain air and a clear dark sky. I got to get away from these city lights and trying to be somebody out on the road. It feeds the beast, but it don't feed the soul. When I'm gone too long, I can feel it in my chest. Gotta get back where I belong, where my soul can find some rest. I'm heading out west. I'm heading out west. I'm going where I know I'm loved. I'm going where the sky above is free and clear to be. I'm going where I know I'm loved. I'm going where the sky above is free and clear to be. I'm going where I know I'm loved. I'm going where the sky above is free and clear to be. I'm going where I know I'm loved. I'm going where the sky above is free and clear to be. When I'm gone too long, I can feel it in my chest. Gotta get back where I belong, where my soul can find some rest. I'm heading out west. I'm heading out west. I'm heading out west. I'm heading out west. Thank you. Thank you. Thematically nothing to do with this morning.
Has everything. Oops, I'm a little loud. Let's turn me down or something here. Has everything to do with it. Because that's how I want you all to feel about coming back to Unity of Flagstaff. And those of you in YouTube who aren't out west, I bet you wish you were now. Right? Yeah. So thank you for being here. Welcome. I'm Reverend Penny Honey. I still sound really loud in the room, don't I? A little bit? All right, thank you. I'm just yelling. I'm really being gentle, too. I'm really trying to be quiet. There we go. Yeah, that'll work for a while. So thank you again for being with us here this morning. Last week we were overflowing. We had to go get more chairs. This week we have a little breathing room. I love it both ways, right? And we're just knowing that to be true. You guys hearing me now? Is it better now? Thank you for that. All right. So what we say here at Unity of Flagstaff, of course, is that God is just too big for religion. We welcome all. And that means even every spiritual journey and the expression of that. So find that expression, my folks. And I'm hoping that you're finding it here. Can I have some PowerPoint, Sam? Thank you. I know I'm running you around back there, right? All right. Okay. Can we change? There we go. All right. So, a few little friendly reminders. As you know, we're doing yoga here every Tuesday. It is really, really good. And if you want to bring a mat, you can do floor yoga as well as chair yoga. Jackie Labanuk is amazing at managing the room and really centering us on stretching ourselves. It's a good thing for our spiritual practice, isn't it? And I want to remind you that next Sunday, Course in Miracles, those folks are going to come back together. We're going to talk about what we like and what we still don't like about the Course in Miracles. If you're interested and you haven't started it, or you started it and you didn't finish it, that's all right. Come on in. I'm going to feed you lunch. My favorite part is to feed you and to listen to how your souls have been nourished. So if you're interested, stay with us. If you're a part of that, I welcome you to also stay with us. Wednesdays, we have integrated movement with Michael Hippard, and that is from 3 to 5. It is Tai Chi Plus. He does a lot of stretching and amazing things, and it's fun to watch those people work so hard. I keep telling myself, get out from behind the desk and go downstairs and join them. So April 23rd, I want to invite you to our annual party, Connecting Our Community. Now, we used to call this the annual meeting, but people go, oh. So now say this with me, annual party, annual party, yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about all these things that you voted on and things that you're interested in and what you want to see coming into this thriving community as a greater expression here in Flagstaff and in our lives, of course. So we're going to feed you. We're going to have a good time. And I appreciate your presence here and letting those that you don't see sitting next to you, remind them that it's April 23rd, okay? And there was a date shift on that, so don't get confused if you see an old newsletter. It is now April 23rd, right after celebration, so thank you. And I would like to say thank you to our prayer team members. Who here is on the prayer team? Yeah, Marcia and I are here today to support you in prayer. I may look busy after service, but truly, If you need prayer, you just come let me know. If I'm not available, you want to speak with Marcia, see Marcia. If it's not a prayer team member, find somebody to pray with if that is what you need today. That can be a celebration. It can just be a complaint. God knows the details, and we'll move you forward from there to your next higher expression. So we support you in that. And don't forget, 1-800-NOW-PRAY, 24/7. Put it on speed dial 1. So speaking of opening prayer, let's take a little breath and do some of that. Thank you, Ryan. See? I love that. So we breathe. We know that no energy in the universe ever goes unnoticed. So we stand present to that now, knowing what it took to be in this moment, at this time of day, in this place. And that energy is now transformed, that we might be blessed from that activity, that we find ourselves centered and knowing that Spirit is ever present. For that we give great thanks. And we see this and know this for those around us. We affirm it now, and so it is, and so we let it be. And so we let it be. Thank you. Now I'm going to introduce our PA for today. That is Miss Laura Dahl Lafferty. Thank you very much. So as Laura's making her way up, I want to share a little story with you. So I sent the topic to Laura this week, and I didn't hear from her, and that was a little unusual. So I checked in. I said, how are you doing with that topic? She said, I'm struggling a little bit. She had a long day, long week, that kind of thing. So we did a little more exchange. And it was so rewarding to watch the process for Laura to arrive where she is now. So I said, that's the best pitch I have for inviting people into being a PA. The microphone is the least of it. It is the process of preparing this that you deepen and you widen your spiritual understanding, and you get to do it for free. So if you're interested...
At least for now.
For now.
We got to do some fundraising. So.
I love it.
Level OT7 or something like that.
I love it.
Charging you through the ranks of unity.
For your message, it'll cost you $50. Miss Laura, you're on. Thank you again. I appreciate it. That's great.
Well, as is a recommended practice in life that start with gratitudes and prayer requests, now's the time to share what is happening with you, and we are honored to share your prayer requests, celebrations, and gratitudes. We collectively affirm with you and those that you pray and celebrate with that the presence of good is in all things, and it is the one power. We know with you that God, the universe, Spirit, whatever you call it, knows the details. Does anyone have a gratitude or prayer request they would like to share with the community?
I do. Oh, I have to be first. I think this is on, isn't it? It's on. Yeah, okay. So last week was a time for finally bringing some things to resolution. And one of those was we've been working on getting this cabin settled in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico. And it finally happened on Thursday last week. So, yeah, we'll probably be gone. Man, I don't know how many Sundays we'll miss, but we'll be gone off and on about once a month to turn that from what's really just a Weather King shed into a cabin, including me risking electrocution because Penny won't help me with electricity. Anyway, we're grateful.
That's all right, Bruce. I'll keep track of how many Sundays you missed, by the way. So we're celebrating that with you guys. Something that feels like such a long haul, right? Yeah. and to be able to stand back and be in gratitude for it. Safety and fun and light and love there. Yeah, so much.
Okay, I have a gratitude. First of all, it's my son. Last week I sent word with Norm to pray for him.
Is she on?
You're on.
Yeah.
And
just needs to go up.
he didn't have to have the surgery, not yet anyways, but he's got a set of exercises, and he's doing them faithfully so that he can bypass that. So that's great. Thank you for your prayers. The next thing is I got word during the night that my granddaughter had 105.6 fever. She's got strep. She's 7 years old, and she's really, really sick. So I need prayers for that.
Yeah. Laura, remind me your granddaughter's name.
Stella
Stella. Yes. And the gentleman that didn't have to have surgery.
is Patrick.
Patrick. Yes. So we're celebrating the knowing and the presence of healing. We see that in Patrick, and now we see it in Stella. Already proven that the body knows how to heal, and she's present to that. And we see her unafraid and safe and at peace. And you too. Yeah. Mr. Mike needs the mic.
Well, I received the bill for my surgery for my eye. And,
How'd that look?
Huh?
How'd that look?
It was pretty large. But anyhow, I am grateful for the VA took care of the entire bill. And I am truly blessed.
And Mike, we say as it should be. Thank you for your service. And we are grateful for those that see the need and make that available. And we are celebrating that eye and that vision and that donor and those families. We say thank you for that. Yes, we do.
I just thanks for me to kind of my blended family members, Eleanor and David and Karen, who have been supporting me and supporting my mom and her process she's been going through, and all of the nurses and doctors. It's just amazing what they do every day. It's really pretty great. And I'm also doing some of the financial stuff for my mom. She had $100,000 in medical bills for the last about year. Her part was $450. Wow. So that's Kaiser and Medicare. Yeah.
And Steve, we're affirming that support that you're feeling and that love. And we know that that is a reflection of you. We also celebrate with your mom her process. Pretty or not pretty. What we know is that God is in it. And again, we are grateful for programs and those that have the foresight to support that. For this and so much more, we're grateful. And for your light that you bring in the middle of some times that have been very dark. We thank you.
So, ongoing concern for my father-in-law, Randy. He was diagnosed with tonsil cancer about a week before our baby was born, and he was starting treatment and some pretty aggressive chemotherapy and radiation. And he ended up in the ICU because of that, sent his heart into AFib. They think it was because the chemo was messing with his kidneys and all kinds of things. So they're now trying to change his entire treatment plan and figure out what to do. He has about a golf ball sized tumor in his throat. It's making it hard for him to swallow. And then if he eats anything, he keeps aspirating. And he's not in the best of health to begin with. He has a history of health conditions and hasn't really taken care of himself. So it's kind of been added stress because my mother-in-law really can't come and visit baby a whole lot because they're all dealing with that. So some of our, what our plans were initially haven't been great, but also it's kind of we're thankful for the amount of support we do have, and it's been quite wonderful. So it's an ongoing stressor. And then the second one is my biological dad, who I haven't spoken with. Well, I've spoken with recently, but we haven't talked probably we didn't talk for about 10 years. In the last 3 years, we've kind of gotten back in touch, and him and his wife are going to come out and visit at the end of the month. So it's the fortunate thing as an adult, I get to decide how much interaction my daughter has, and hopefully he can be a better grandfather than he was father to me, and we can give him that opportunity, and hopefully he passes with flying colors. We'll see. So lots of stressors on top of the really wonderful stuff.
Yeah, that's life, huh? Yeah. So we're seeing Randy whole and healed and at peace. And that for his family, too.
Yeah. And they're just at their wits' end. It's really...
Yeah, and we see them energized and aligning with that infinite energy of the universe. And that it just gets easier. And Ryan, we're going to be holding that in the light with your daddy.
Yeah.
Because now you get to model what it looks like to be a great dad. That's what's happening there. I love the way the world works. I love it. Anyone else? Keith has something to share. Now be a rock star and hold it in front of your mouth. Oh. There you go.
Okay, I have a couple of gratitudes. One is that I went to take a shower this morning and sat down on the shower seat and it collapsed. And it almost threw me into the toilet. But I survived.
I am searching for a prayer of gratitude that would be appropriate. I know there's one.
And then the other thing, I have a friend, CJ, who is kind of a spirit untethered. And he was a waiter at the Peaks, and he started selling marijuana to the local people, the people in the Peaks, and they found out about it, and they fired him for selling marijuana, and we were all bummed out because he's a really good waiter, and not to speak of the marijuana. And then I just found out today that he got a new job, and his job is working at the place, what do they call it?
The dispensary.
Huh?
The dispensary.
The place where they sell marijuana.
I mean, I've read that's what it's called.
Yeah. God, what a perfect job for him.
So can he give us discounts? Can he give
Thank you, Keith.
That had to be God. That had to be God.
That had to be God. And so it is. I've got it off. I don't know why we're getting all that noise, but I'm too hot. I know that in the room. I'm too loud. Are we complete? Are we complete with gratitudes and prayer requests? I love this community. You guys out on YouTube, I hope you're enjoying this. This is free entertainment. Okay.
And actually, I have a gratitude from my friend Faye. She had told me Friday her father, Key, was hospitalized with COVID, so I submitted his name for prayers to Penni and to Unity, and she texted me this morning and said her father is feeling better, and she was grateful for all of our prayers.
Yay. And we are affirming that is true, and we also acknowledge her knowing of the power of prayer, right?
Yes.
We celebrate that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we are grateful for the power of prayer and the good news spoken and unspoken here today. Again, we affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. And so it is, and so we let it be. Now we will affirm our unity principle. Today is principle number 3, if you'll join me in speaking it. Thoughts have creative power to determine events and attract experiences. And actually, this is the perfect principle for today's topic, which is lucky, blessed, or both. And I did struggle with figuring out how to put together this message, but with hard work and determination, I did.
Not to mention a lot of texting.
Yes, we did text a lot.
We sat at the
Penni.
kitchen table going,
Yes.
I love
yes.
that.
And I feel pretty good about it. After about 18 rewrites, I think I'm there. But you can tell me later. Okay, I started out by finding the difference between being blessed and being lucky. Being blessed is attributing a given situation to the goodness of God or another person. Being lucky is the idea that by chance something in the universe made a situation go in your favor. Luck stresses the agency of chance in bringing about a favorable outcome. Unlucky people tend to see bad luck as just that. For example, a fall and a broken arm. You might hear them exclaim, "Just my luck. I fell and broke my arm. What's next?" And you know bad things happen in threes. Right? I've heard people say that. Lucky people, on the other hand, are great at turning bad luck into good. I fell and broke my arm. I'm so lucky it wasn't worse. Scientists have discovered luck comes down to a person's thinking, and that people can actually change their luck by changing their thinking. Lucky people will tell you they work hard and are bravely optimistic. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and yoga have been linked to developing intuition, which lucky people seem to utilize more effectively. If you're one of those unlucky people who would like to improve their luck, smile. That actually helps. You're more receptive to opportunities. And it may be as simple as starting your day saying, "I am lucky, and today is my lucky day."
Now we're going to get ready for meditation. Dave, would you take care of the lights for me? I appreciate that. Ryan is doing one of my favorites, and I know a lot of folks' favorites, Holy Now. So just settle in. Allow the music to wash over you. Feel the joy in the room. Feel the healing.
So on the topic, I discovered this tune kind of in a weird place in my life. Many of you, I don't think I've talked about this. I used to be Mormon at one point in my life. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's interesting because I think we all can be many people in our lives. And this tune kind of came to me at a moment of, where am I going now? What am I doing? I had never heard Peter Mayer before, and I was looking up, folk artists I should be paying attention to. And somehow I stumbled upon Peter Mayer on YouTube, and I stumbled upon this song. And I think it kind of changed the whole direction of my life, I actually sent him a message a little while back ago. He never got back to me, but about just thank you for this. I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing now had it not been for this kind of little change. So I count myself very fortunate to have just stumbled upon this song and his music. When I was a boy each week, on Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. he would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a sacrament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and say it's not a testament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood and saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now.
Everything. Everything is holy now. Always has been, and always will be. As we allow ourselves to be in the room, grounded, safe. We connect and feel the presence. The holiness of that. And we say thank you, Spirit. And now we allow ourselves to breathe a little more deeply into that soft, safe space. Right there at our solar plexus, we breathe. We feel the life force within us. And we know the joy of expressing life. And we rest. And we breathe deeply again. And we allow the silence to comfort and soothe and connect. And we breathe. And release. We give thanks for open minds and softened hearts. We feel a healing and the connection. And we know this for ourselves and each other in the room. We know it in our city. We know it in our state. We know it in our world. We model the opening of our eyes to see the holiness in it all. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. And so we let it be.
So I'm going to attribute this to Daddy Brain. I don't have this one prepared. I misread our text message.
Oh,
But I'll play something else.
there. Okay, and I can change it on the screen.
Oh my gosh. As long as I get the notes right, it's fine.
It's okay. I can change my whole talk if you can.
It's okay. The other song's prepared. I thought we'd just scrap this one. It's okay. So I've played this a few times here, but it seems to be fitting. Once again, I think it's fortunate that some of us get to kind of find who we are at our life at any point, because some people never really do, and that's not a judgment. It's more of just a sense of sadness that we got one shot at this, right? And so you should try to find out something you're really good at and something that means something to you, because then otherwise, why? I mean, it's like David Wilcox, if you know who he is, he has a story. He says, life's like going into a store. You go in for one thing, and you come out and you go, you're checking out, checking out. You go, what's all this junk? Did I get, I just came in for shampoo. What the rest is the rest of this crap? And I feel fortunate that, not everything's perfect all the time, but I feel incredibly fortunate that I just get to play music and I get to, continue to have songs to share with people. And I'm much more struck by that with little girl going, oh, this life moves fast, moves very fast. And I should just take more time to enjoy things and be thankful for it. And I'm glad I'm learning that now and not never, I used to believe I'd be called up to the heavens, that I'd see my Maker's face and have a mansion in the sky. But now I've grown, and I have nothing to believe in. Ain't no lamp that lights my way, no path that guides me home. Bound to wander this old world on my own. But I've got a song, I've got a melody, I've got some people that I love singing next to me. I don't know what happens next, I don't know what death will bring, but I believe in the songs that I sing. Yeah, I believe in the songs that I sing. When I was singing in the pews, well, I was really part of something, as if the angels gathered round and abided by my days. But I still get that feeling every time I lift my voice up in somebody's living room or a big old lit up stage. I don't make much, but damn, it feels great. 'Cause I've got a song, I've got a melody, I've got some people that I love singing next to me. I don't know what happens next, I don't know what death will bring, but I believe in the songs that I sing. Yeah, I believe in the songs that I sing. Sometimes I feel low, like I lost my faith and should give up. 'Cause no matter what I do, I'd never been good enough. But then I hear a song I love, and I remember why I started. The music found me, surrounded me, called me by name, saved my soul, and I'll never be the same. 'Cause I've got a song, I've got a melody, I've got some people that I love singing next to me. I don't know what happens next, I don't know what death will bring, but I believe in the songs that I sing. Yeah, I believe in the songs that I sing.
And I believe that was actually a better choice. And I really do have the first page and a half written around that song. Not that one. And I'm lucky. We're lucky. So I had an amazing week. I released a friend of mine of 94 years. He is in a new expression. And he and I had been friends for 44 years of his 94. 44 years is a much bigger chunk of mine, my 62. And then I spent an hour and a half holding Ira June. I'm the luckiest girl on the planet. I had this fabulous conversation. Ira June, of course, is Ryan and Sammy's new daughter. Perfect size, perfect everything, perfect. She's perfect. And I know that there are diaper changes and there are, burps down the shoulder, over the front of your shirt, all of those things. I really do know that. She's the perfect package. And every one of us got here that way. We came in a perfect package. And we still live in one. I thought mine was going to be taller. And I had this fabulous conversation with Sammy, that new mom. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot you'll never know. But she said she thought the coolest thing was this, that little Ira June knows exactly what she needs, exactly what she wants, and exactly how to ask for it. Now, we may not always understand what it is, Sammy said. It's still a guessing game, right?
It's like 5 things you got to cycle through. You'll be fine.
Right.
You get it eventually, and that's good.
Yeah. And she's patient, and she allows, and we'll keep asking it until she gets it, won't she? And Sammy said, oh, to be that way. Oh, to be that way in my life. Man, that stuck with me. And then it was windshield time because I was going down to be with the family of my dear friend, Mr. Yerke. I was invited to their little family gathering to share with them. And that was some good windshield time between here and Phoenix. Oh, to be that way. To know exactly what I need, exactly what I want, exactly how to ask for it. Oh, to be that way. And this week's message is about luck. The draw. The luck of the draw. I was going to entitle the message, Want to Get Lucky, but I got a few frowns when I mentioned it. So I went with luck of the draw.
I had a great Daft Punk song. I want not to get lucky.
Well, we're not done yet. Want to get lucky? I really think that in this process, that it is the luck of the draw. And I don't think that's because there's some God out there that's pulling the strings. Okay, today you're going to be lucky and you're not. I don't believe that. But I do believe that it's the luck of the draw. What you draw into your life. What you as the artist of your life draw into your life. It is the luck of the draw. And it's all holy. And we're doing it all the time. I hear myself say that a lot. I watch the videos and I go, and we're doing it all the time. I'm thinking, man, we're busy. We're doing a lot of things all of the time, aren't we? But it is the luck of the draw. Each of us is consciousness individualized in the one divine mind. I can't think a thought that doesn't come from the divine. Now, how I behave with that thought, how I interpret that thought, what filters that thought may run through because of my life experiences, that's a different subject. But the thought is the divine mind that I am one with. And it is what I draw into my life with those thoughts that create my luck. And I'm pretty darn lucky. You know why the Irish are known for the luck? Like the luck of the leprechaun and the luck of the shamrock and the luck of the Irish. Because they were good gamblers. 4th generation Irish girl I am. They were horse traders, horse thieves, and gamblers. Yes. The sum total of all ideas accumulated in and affecting a person's present being. The sum total of ideas accumulated in and affecting a person's present being. the composite of ideas, of thoughts, of emotions, of sensations, and knowledge. That's what makes up the conscious, subconscious, and superconscious phases of our life, Charles Fillmore said. He uses a lot of words. But it is the emotions, the sensations, the knowledge. It's the sum total. It's the composite of who we are and the life experiences that we have had. That's what's making our luck. That's what's making us lucky. The thoughts that we're drawing in, the experiences that we're creating, and some of them, we create them and we don't even like them. But we do it anyway because our soul is ever reaching for its greatest expression. The universe is cooking something up. It is always moving you toward your greatest expression. You're lucky. It's not a chance. The chance that you have is to create the life that you want. Let's be Ira June. Let's know what we want. Let's know who we are. Let's know how to ask for what it is that will bring us to our greatest expression. I want to be like that. I want to be like that. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It's what Seneca said, and Oprah, and Wayne Dyer, and everyone else. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So our work is to create this amazing classroom of our life, and it is ours to be prepared for what that world out there throws at us. You want to get lucky? That's it right there. To prepare that classroom, to be ready for the opportunity that the life experiences that you undoubtedly will have bring to you. I never win the lottery because I never buy a ticket. Buy a ticket. Think of the thoughts that you're creating. Think of the life that you want and buy that ticket. You'll win that lottery because you're lucky, because it's all holy, because you have a song to sing. Lucky people create, notice, and act upon the chance opportunities in their lives. Being in the right place at the right time is actually all about being in the right frame of mind. Being in the right place at the right time is actually all about being in the right frame of mind. Richard Wiseman, a psychologist, in his book, The Luck Factor, says. Einstein said this: I think the most important question facing humanity is the universe a friendly place? This is the first and most basic question that all people must answer for themselves, he said. He was kind of a smart guy. And Catherine Ponder said this: I rejoice in the bounty of God, constantly manifesting as overflowing supply here and now. I am lucky. I'm lucky. It's the luck of the draw, absolutely. The conclusions that you draw from your situation, the situation that's in front of you, the picture that you create, that you envision of how things are going to go. The sum total of all ideas accumulated in and affecting a person's present being, Charles Fillmore said. And in the end, the more positivity you put out in the world, the more you'll get back, says everyone that's ever talked about New Thought. And a CEO at the Round Room, very successful, nation's largest Verizon authorized wireless dealer. He said, in the end, the more positivity you put out in the world, the more you'll get back. Luck occurs when an opportunity presents itself and you are prepared with knowledge, experience, and risk-taking abilities. Buy the ticket. Buy the ticket to the life that you want. Critical to creating one's own luck is pragmatic optimism. Every CEO will tell you that is successful at what they do. And optimism isn't magical. It's not just woo-woo, oh, I'm in a good mood and I love the world. Optimism is seeing through all of this and remembering that it is all holy now. And that you are creating your luck and your experience with your thoughts, with your words, with your deeds, with your actions. Principle number 3. You're just lucky people, some of the luckiest ones I've ever known. Take the time to center into that. Take the time to stand in that knowing. I think there's some really great stuff in here, and someday I'll really use it in this message. I know, right? It's kind of a prop thing. That turning the page, I keep thinking, am I going to use any of this? It's true. It's true. And it's all right. What I know is Ryan is going to sing for us, right?
Yep,
Men
I have
That
the right
Drive.
song.
Yeah, baby. Men That Drive Me Places. This is really a unique song. I want you to think about this, because in this song, what this writer is talking about is some people get dealt this hand and other people get dealt that hand. And the song is about the people that got dealt that hand and how they show up in the world and how they move through it. And they consider themselves lucky people. And we are, because we're creating it. To create the luck of the draw in your life is up to you. Thank you.
I have a new set of strings, so just hold on, bear with me. I only can tune so quietly as Penny's talking, so
I could be louder.
they're just settling in a little bit.
If you guys get a chance to go out and look up Ben Rector, he's the gentleman that wrote this song. Great music, great words, great lyrics, great music. Check it out, YouTube, Ben Rector. How was that?
That's good. And the only detail he missed is he was going to a show, flying out to a show, and he was upset that he had to get up at 5 or 4 a.m. to go fly out to go play to a sold-out show somewhere across the country.
Oh, bummer.
And then he realized he kind of had to check his thoughts for a bit when he met his taxi driver. Howard drives a minivan from the cruise ships to Fort Lauderdale, and it's been that way since 1994. Does his business on a flip phone with the most obnoxious ringtone. I didn't ask, I could tell he's from New York. And he spoke proudly of his daughter and how this fall she'd be in college and how he'd always wished he'd gotten his degree. You can tell he came from nothing, built a future out of hustling, and somehow I'm the one you people pay to see. Oh, isn't that just the way it goes? You dealt a good hand and you get celebrated. Oh, and how am I the only one who knows I'm half the man of the men that drive me places? Danny showed up early, 15 minutes till 5:30, making sure that I'd be on my morning flight. He said he'd love to fix computers, but he can't until he's fluent, so he spent his driving money taking class at night. He wore a neatly ironed dress shirt, and he helps his kids with homework, and deep inside I couldn't help but ask myself, why that night I'm up on stage, everybody knows my name, while Danny's early picking up somebody else. Oh, isn't that just the way it goes? You dealt a good hand and you get celebrated. Oh, and how am I the only one who knows I'm half the man of the men that drive me places? And now everything's not given. I work hard to make a living, but I'll give credit where I think the credit's due. Maybe you got dealt a good hand, maybe you play it the best that you can, but I don't know how far you'd walk without those cards and Howard or Danny's working shoes. But isn't that just the way it goes? You dealt a good hand and you get celebrated. Oh, and how am I the only one who knows I'm half the man of the men that drive me places? Oh, isn't that just the way it goes? You dealt a good hand and you get celebrated. Oh, and how am I the only one who knows I'm half the man of the men that drive me places?
Yeah, he's a pretty good writer. I'd go look him up. Not bad.
Not bad. Thank you, Ryan Biter. How about it? Have we been blessed to have him so many times and often? And gosh, we really are thanking Ira June for that. So thank you again, Ryan. All right, so as you're preparing your gift, I just want to remind you we have a gift for you table back there. All the literature, everything on it is for you to take, free of course. And there are affirmations, and there also is a bag of reminders. So if you didn't catch everything I had to say about reminders today, I wouldn't want you to get home without it, right? And you can always go to the website. So thank you for that. Everything you need to know, of course, about the community is on that website, www.unityofflagstaff.org. So, abundance gathering time. Let's bless the outgoing baskets. Let's go ahead and bring them up here. And if you will say this affirming blessing with me, as you see it on the screen. Abundance is here and now, made manifest, and we joyfully receive it. Go forward, my friends, and Ryan will start us. Once again, I want to thank Ryan. Check out this picture. Yeah. I want to thank Ryan for blessing us with his talent and his spirit and his music, of course. And we will, as you are comfortable, abundance chant. Probably don't really need words on a screen, but they're there anyway. So as you're comfortable, please stand and join us as we bless our gifts and celebrate our abundance. Thank you, Matt Devlin and Cafe Russo, for this song.
What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. Let's get the timing a little better. Ready? Everyone together. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. One more time. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And together we are blessing our bountiful baskets. We affirm, claim, and declare abundance. And so it is. And together we affirm the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Create a great week. You're very lucky people. take those. And she won't be in until Monday to do that, so we'll just put it in the black cabinet. Thank you. If you are so inspired and you have not voted on our wall of what you would